elements have to be seen as intimately interconnected and dependent on each other. From music to songs to designs and textiles to handicrafts and paintings, each artistic form of expression not only keeps the culture strong within communities, but offers also an opportunity to reach out to audiences around the world and to speak about indigenous spirituality, knowledge, and invaluable cultural heritage. As underlined during the discussions, it is essential that indigenous peoples can maintain their identity through the manifestations of their creativity and innovations, as well as of their traditions. As stated last year by the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, on the occasion of the International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples, I quote, "We must work hard to recognize and strengthen the indigenous people's rights to control the intellectual property and to develop and compensate fairly the cultural heritage and traditional knowledge that is ultimately of benefit to us all." It is therefore a collective responsibility to safeguard indigenous cultures and celebrate their diversity. Let us be inspired by the designs that covers the sound and the voices of indigenous peoples and their view of the world. We thank them for sharing with us this experience by bringing the work to the United Nations. I thank you very much and I wish you all to enjoy this event. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Thomas. To conclude this section of the evening, I'm sure you'll all be relieved that that is about to happen. We're going to move to something more interesting.
You would just, this is a very wide-angle lens.
What?
During the performance, would you just be able to stay behind the black line so that my guy could get in the entire frame? That would be doing me a huge favor. Thank you.
Who is indigenous from a nation outside the Blue Mountains in Sydney, the Gundam Gurra Nation, and it's a combination of modern dance with, of course, the traditional indigenous philosophies. You don't need me to describe it, so could I invite True to come on. They'll also be joined by Cameron McCarthy here, who will play the didgeridoo, and Cameron is a member of the Australian mission here to the UN. indigenous and Native American ballet, which will be staged here opening in New York next year. To conclude the evening, I'd now like to hand over to Darabunjal, a band which is made up of 6 musicians and instruments from 4 continents: North America, Australia, Africa and South America. And they will play for a short period, and then please everybody just enjoy themselves or continue to enjoy themselves.
Let's do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, for You want to hear another one? Yeah?
As an elder, I have the right to say
We're going to do one more song, and I'd like to dedicate it to all my brothers and sisters who've traveled to all the indigenous territories. these meetings at the permanent forum are very, very important, and especially when it comes to the indigenous issues. And so this is a song just to send you on your journey. It's a prayer song.
and gentlemen, indigenous people and food sovereignty here at the United Nations. Public reporters covering this program from its beginning to the end. We give thanks to our viewers and our sponsors. We also want to thank those who are participating today from Australia, from the continent, Africa, and many other parts of the world. Okay, presenting this great performance. But the question remains the question of food. As our friends will say, the question of Gary. The food has always been the case. These people have been stripped of their resources, their oil, why the UN pretenses creating impressions of the indigenous people the platform to aid their views. The question has always remained that the United Nations big powers, 5 powers, China, Japan, five powers, China, United States, Britain, France, and Russia, has always dominated global resources alongside multinational cooperations. Ladies and gentlemen, oil resources, mineral, solid, liquid resources has always been taken away from the indigenous people. So here we are. We are singing and dancing by indigenous people. But where do we go from here? There's no end to dancing and songs. Where do we go from here? Singing, man. More song. But it seems we are down for the day. How long we came it's also here. We shall be signing up. It's the time now. 7:56 New York time. Not East Coast time here in the United States. And we are calling it a quit. We're done for the day. But people are still celebrating. The indigenous people. Still celebrating.
Oh, are you videoing? Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, that's a camera.
Free Hawaii.
That's right.
So is Hawaii under occupation?
Exactly. Occupied
under the United States, occupied by the United States, is that correct?
It's occupied by the United States for 119 years.
How many years now?
And that's not a long time in the world of politics.
So give us a projection. How many years? How long?
How long for what?
They've been occupying Hawaii?
119 years.
119 years.
1893.
1893 occupation of Hawaii, the indigenous people.
Yes.
And you people are presenting all this and talking about spirit. And so, what do you want to tell the United States government about the Hawaiian, the Indians? What are you telling the United States government about the occupation of Hawaii? What do you want to tell them?
Well, thanks for coming and building all the infrastructure. Time to go home.
Oh, okay. So they'll be able to come down to build infrastructure for Hawaiians.
Yeah. Well, the government and the military need to leave. The people, they can stay. The people, they malama them. Okay. They can stay, we work together, we build a better place.
Okay.
We can do that. But the military, they got to clean up their mess, the nuclear waste.
Nuclear waste in Hawaii? They have nuclear plants in Hawaii?
They have to.
Really? They have nuclear plants in Hawaii?
No, they have nuclear weapons.
Nuclear weapons in the US, okay.
And they practice with depleted uranium shells.
Nuclear uranium, okay.
And we need to clean up their mess.
We need to clean up the mess of nuclear weapons.
That's right.
Around the world.
Around the world.
So that the war people and earth people could be able to have some enjoyment of their indigenous resources. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
So did you fly from Hawaii, is that correct? Are you coming from Hawaii or you live in New York City?
I live in New York, but
okay.
my delegation's here flying from Hawaii.
Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name?
My name is Kai Landau.
Where?
Kai Landau, the Vice Consul of the Hawaiian Embassy.
Vice Consul?
Of the Hawaiian Embassy in New York.
Vice Consul, Hawaiian Embassy here in New York City. Do you have offices here in the United Nations, here in the UN?
Pardon?
Do you have offices here in the UN?
No, not.
No, they refuse to give you offices. But so you are a non-for-profit.
That's right.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Hi, good evening.
Go over, tie yourself. How are you?
How are you? How are you? So, you looking for someone?
Yeah.
You want to talk to us for 1 second about the indigenous people?
My brain is all gone.
Yeah, where brain is gone?
Right now it's brain.
Why?
You need to interview the people from Chicago. They are our guests here.
Okay.
Yeah.
The caucus
Let me
group?
go. They're right there.
So the indigenous people like Ogoni, the Biafrans, these are indigenous
I know
people.
that.
So what are you doing about it?
Can I talk to him right here?
Oh, okay. All right.
You want to interview you for your
Yes, sir. How are you?
All right. Well,
Good. Thank you so much for being here. We are so happy to have indigenous people around the world in the United Nations building to celebrate the emancipation as we still struggle of indigenous people around the world, from Australia, from Ogoni, from Hawaii, from Biafra, and many other places. So, and in Joland, the oil pollution, the nuclear plants, we need to get rid of those so that indigenous people could be able to enjoy the resources. What do you want to tell indigenous people around the world?
indigenous people around the world, the ancient ones have returned.
The ancient of all time.
And that is me.
Ah, that's you.
I am you.
Okay, I am you. What does that mean?
You are me.
You are me and I'm you.
And if it were not for me, you would not be.
Wow.
We are the ancient ones.
The ancient
we
ones.
want to work with everyone. But we cannot be ancient unless you know who you're dealing with.
Who are the ancient Moors? Who are they?
The so-called black people of this planet. The so-called
the black people of the planet Earth.
People of this planet Earth.
Moors.
That's where the statement comes. If it were not for me, the indigenous ones would not be. The ancient ones must return for this world to be correct and for peace to return.
So how would they return? What are the requirements for them to return?
Be.
To be. How can they be?
Change your mind.
How?
Change it.
To change your mind? Yeah, people here change your mind. What do you mean by change your mind?
It's in the things that you do.
Okay.
It's in your culture.
The culture.
It's in your art.
All right.
It's in your language.
The language, the culture.
Accept yourself.
Accept whom you are.
Accept who you are.
And be.
And be. Be the ancient ones again. As you are. And we never left.
Don't change who we are. Don't change it. Don't become what you are not.
Right.
Is that what it is?
We are not indigenous.
What are you?
We are the ancient ones.
Oh, the ancient ones.
We are the original ones.
The original. We are the original.
We are the original ones. Those that gather at this conference today
came from us.
Indigenous ones.
They came from the Moors.
They come from the ancient ones. But they are afraid to admit it. And some because they do not know.
So from the ancient Moors, the entire world became what they are today.
Could you say that again, please?
To the ancient people or the ancient Moors, like you mentioned, the world became what the world people, or what you call indigenous people, became what they are. Is that correct? They came to be.
We were here. We are the ones.
Because of colonialism.
Yes, sir.
Because of colonialism. They wanted the ones to be forgotten. But the ancient ones decided to rest.
Why? Why rest? Why?
To allow the colonialists to evolve.
Yeah, but they took it by violence.
Well, we allowed them to.
How? What do you mean?
Because we wanted to rest.
The Hannibal, we heard about Hannibal fighting.
After 13 billion years.
13 billion years.
We decided to rest.
Why?
And now we are here to say we awaken. We awaken to bring the world to peace.
Why now?
Because universe.
Oh, the universe.
Universe.
What about it?
United in one verse. I am.
Here we have the Paleo-Americans. This one.
The Paleo-American.
Paleo means ancient.
A premiere on ancient American history.
Before those that came that claim that they are indigenous,
before the prehistoric,
we were here.
The Noah.
And we are going to be here. Peace must return to the mind again, not to the earth.
To the mind, not the earth.
Mind again.
How about the resources?
The resources will, once peace returns to the mind of the people, then the resources will be for themselves.
Then it can be equally distributed.
It can be equally distributed.
And a balance.
And there's a balance.
And a proper balance. Give to the earth as much as you take.
Balance always.
Balance.
And also, we were the caretakers who have negated our responsibility, and I'm going to take my rightful place on this earth as the ancient one.
Thank you. So, for peace to return on earth, we must
return in
the mind, in the me.
Because
the mind.
We are the ones that will bring peace. This so-called God that they have gotten us to believe in. It is us.
We are the gods.
We are the ancient ones.
Return.
Even so, the Bible say in the beginning, it is universally agreed that you are from the beginning. All words, all thoughts, everything were passed down from you first. So in the beginning, you had the word and you passed it down to everyone else.
Oh, so from the beginning was the word, and the word was with the word, and the word was God.
And the word came from you. So who said the light was a light in the beginning? You did. And you and I both agreed. And everyone else has agreed since then that the light is the light.
So in other words, you were somewhere before now.
Yes.
And then you came down. You came down. Is that correct?
No.
Oh.
I manifested. Of course, I came down and made this body for me to be in.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
You came down.
Yes.
You were in the spirit being. Is that correct? And then you came down to acquire human flesh. Is that correct?
This is just a tool that I use to get around to say, hello, sir.
So the major weapon is the human spirit. The major weapon is the human spirit. Is that correct?
It's not the human spirit.
What is it?
It is the will. The will to do.
The intention that says.
The will to be.
Yeah, but without the human spirit, can there be any will?
The will is before spirit.
Yes.
Oh, the will was before the spirit.
And the will guides the spirit.
That's deep.
It's time to wake up.
But
it's time to wake up.
Where is the intent based upon? Is it the intent for the will? If the intent is for the will is guided from sounds and vibrations outside of
the mind.
Will, then you get misled. And you forget who you are. Short of that, to inform self, you return to and you guide self.
Is that through education?
No. Depends on what education.
No education. No.
Depends on what education you use.
It depends on what education. So what is education?
You were perfect when you came from your mother.
You were perfect.
Every tool to do anything.
You had everything you needed to do everything.
My mother told me that.
So what happened to it?
What happened to it?
Was it corrupted? Misinformation, miseducation?
And you were given a whole lot of sleep. You were given a whole
sleep. So what do you talk to the UN? You're under the UN building.
You're in. What do I think about the UN?
Yeah, United Nations.
I think the spirit of what they embody is beautiful. I would like to see the spirit of those words expressed and be bound in real deeds and be bound by everyone, and we bring that energy forth, not through just words, but through deeds.
What do you tell the corrupt leaders around the world? Corrupt leaders. Corruption, yeah.
I don't like to bring the word corrupt into it.
Why?
Because it brings a certain anxiety with the whole conversation.
Corruption, when the mind is corrupt, it plays out into how we live among ourselves and how we relate.
But it takes you to a place where you started placing labels on people, and it makes it harder for them to move outside of that box. That is where spirit guides, and everything being based in love, then you move forward in love, and there is no binding, there is nothing to bind love.
But when you say just love, but some people are controlling global resources, and the multinationals and the big powers are controlling the global resources. How can you be without resources? How can you live without food and water? We talk about indigenous people. How can one live without food and water? How can you live without clean environment? How can you live? How can you live?
Remember, brother.
Remember. What?
Walking into the city of Memphis in ancient Egypt. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Know thyself.
Know thyself.
When you remember who you are, then your voice will, and there is no more corruption.
How do you do it?
How do you do it?
Yes.
You gotta stop your people from thinking that you evolved from monkeys.
Step away.
No, not step away. Not step away.
That's enough.
Things don't go here. Okay.
A lot of the all right. You are beautiful. Absolutely. I hear you. All right.
Remember that I am. Every time
I am.
I say I am. Going to the store, I am. The word means
but that's the Elohim. There is Elohim. How about Elohim?
We get into a long conversation, but it's good. What is your name?
We are the Police Reporters. We live here in New York City.
Good.
Thank you so much. What's your name?
I am.
All right. Thank you.
Amma said she would talk to you.
Ada. Where's Ada?
No, Amma.
Okay, let's see Amma.
I don't know where she is.
Amma. Let's go to Amma. Ladies and gentlemen, reporters here in the United Nations. We are talking to indigenous people. Gorgeous. What do you think about the program today? No, you don't want to talk to the camera. Okay. All right. Where's Amma? Some of the Nigerians participating in the indigenous program tonight. All right. We're trying to. Our backs are still here. Is that okay? Does it matter?